next, we have Francisco Ruiz, the founder of RankTab, who wants to help us decide smarter together. Anybody in the room a former presenter? Let me get set up here. Has anyone been up here before? Yeah?
In Colorado.
In Colorado? Awesome. Good.
All right. Let's see.
So hi everyone, my name is Francisco Ruiz. I'm the co-founder and CEO of RankTab. RankTab is a data visualization platform for subjective group decisions. So what that means is that we are helping people to make live decisions where you have many options and you have a kind of multi-criteria decision where you cannot prove the other person wrong because at the end it's a subjective decision where you don't have enough data, like in the dashboards that we were seeing just a moment ago. When you're a small business and you don't have the ability to get that kind of information. So we've all seen those kinds of situations. We're all arguing and fighting all the time, and it's my voice against your voice. And so traditional tools that are used to get like the opinion of the group are mostly online surveys where the output is mostly, so if you have three criteria, let's say an example where you're judging startups like right now, and you are judging three criteria, let's say the team, the product, and the market. And so the output of this for one judge would be something like this. And you will try to identify visually which is the smartest, which is the best startup, or how this startup is graded. The problem is that if you get 5 startups and one judge, this is the kind of visualization you get. Can you tell me which is the best startup? And how about if I show you 5 startups and 5 judges? You get the idea. So we believe this is a real problem that's going on every day all over the world in terms of how do we get people to at least agree on the criteria and just give their own assessment on each of the criteria, on each of the options. So we have tested RankTab with pilots in startup environments, in judging competitions, with 30 startups, 150 judges, and 3 criteria. If you think about it, those are 13,500 decisions that have to happen live in an auditorium such as this. And so it'll take a data scientist to get, with traditional tools, the same result that you can get with one RankTab in 1 second. And this is how it works. I'll go into the live demo, so just so you get it. It's just a live quadrant graphical interface where you define your 3 criteria. So for instance, product on the y-axis, team in the x-axis, and the market size defined by a bubble size. And then you send everyone, you start grading each of the startups with simple sliders. And you can visualize instantly your own results. So for instance, this startup here, you are rating it very low in product, team, and the market size is very small. In your view, this would be the best startup, right? And so right now you're ready to send out a short URL and a QR code to everyone else so that they can vote on the same criteria. And instantly you can visualize the cross consensus of the same startups that you graded. So you can think how startup number 2, which was the best in your individual assessment, actually the crowd is ranking it lower. And startup 5, where everyone is ranking it higher. It's based on every single criteria of everyone, and you don't need to install anything. We do have RankTab that is accessible in any device and other platforms such as Salesforce, Facebook, and iOS and Android. But right now you can test it with me by going into this short URL and QR code with your own device. You don't need to install anything, and you can rank our own presentations and give us feedback as the startups presenting at SB NewTech. And while you're doing that, I'll just say, just if you have the URL, I can change the screen to talk about some of the target applications. Today, RankTab is being used with 20 enterprise customers. Around 1 million decisions have been made with RankTab. Anything from recruiting, investment decisions, and judging and competition events. So you can start going into there and vote. Here are some of the target applications. It's been used also in governments, in town hall meetings with citizens, where you want to have everyone in the same room and ranking criteria on government initiatives. And here are some of our customers, and I'll be happy to answer questions while you are giving us feedback. Yes.
Put the URL back.
Yeah, the URL back. Of course. Sorry about that.
How much would they pay for this?
Okay, so RankTab right now the business model is based. It's a very simple freemium where if you want your decision public, it's free, up to 3 decisions, and limited on the amount of people. The amount of criteria or items that you can rank, but it's unlimited people. If you want to use it in a private environment for commercial purposes or business purposes, you would pay an account where you have a limit depending on the amount of decisions and the people that are invited to respond on the decision. And so, if you guys are, I'll give you the results of your own votes, depending on the Wi-Fi connection that I have here. Okay. So right now, this is how it looks. There has been, I haven't updated the graph. Let's see if I have a Wi-Fi connection. Should have. And if not, you can just press, in your own device, you can just press view results, and you'll see the graph that I was discussing right now and how it's changing depending on the amount of people and how the feedback that you're giving live. And I don't have a web connection here.
It's kind of a blue eyes right now, so it's that.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
So there's no.
You can see it right now. There directly in your device, you can see the results live. And you can use it an important thing that I wanted to mention. RankTab is not just the algorithms that we're using. It's not just an average of everyone's votes. If we did that, we would be just giving you a popularity contest, which is most popular. We're using a statistical sample, that valid statistical sample, to capture people that think differently in groups. And that algorithm is actually patent pending, but we got a lot of press because we were able to predict exactly the final 4 standings of the World Cup 1 week prior to the semifinals, which got us a lot of press in Latin America. If you'd like a free pilot, just tweet us. I'll be happy to give you a free pilot for your company or your use. Thanks.